Here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for San Antonio, they've got Collins. Jones is out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Bates Diop in at the 4 slot. And you think about all the anticipation over the last couple months. Doris, the regular season is finally here. It is upon us.
Amen, Kevin. We have been waiting so anxiously for NBA tip-off. Obviously, you're always looking to see the movement of personnel. How well do guys who've switched organizations fit in with their respective rosters? Is somebody now a title contender? So many anxious front offices hoping they made the right decisions.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Passes to Bates Diop. Here's Collins, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
For San Antonio, Zach Collins, shooting 1.
And that one falls for Collins.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now, here's McDaniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
The first one falls.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis. But this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, a couple Hall of Fame.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
And the Spurs with possession here after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. It's rebounded by Towns. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Suns. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Pass to Bates Diop. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Over to the wing. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Shot by Collins, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Conley. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, for 3, Edwards. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Johnson goes in, and the shot goes in.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
The pass to McDaniels. Passes it to Conley. From deep. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Conley gets the bucket.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Covered by Conley. Lets it go from 11. And rejection by McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Now here's Jones. Johnson down low, working on McDaniels. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley dishes to Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Paige Diop, defended by Towns. And the rejection by Towns. Outside Edwards. He kicks to McDaniels. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Good work defensively by Johnson. Spurs trailed by 6. On the wing, Jones. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. There's the 3. And no good that time. It's the Spurs taking it the other way.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Conley dishes to McDaniels. Over Johnson. A nice shot by McDaniels. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep. So confident in the mid-range game. Karl Anthony Towns knows he can take this shot whenever he wants.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Towns. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's McLaughlin. Over Jones. McLaughlin, no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 7. Pass to Collins. Kicks it out to Jones. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. A shot by Champagny, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. And there's the pass to McDaniels. Passes it to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. No points in the game yet for him.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the basket by Jones. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Anderson outside. Over Roby. Gobert trying to get open. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Spurs trailed by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Champagny. Takes it from 10. And he hits the jump shot.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Minnesota shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Ken Burks is checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Doug McDermott in for Jones. Free throw, good, Anderson. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the left wing. Here's Roby. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gobert. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all-NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Another shot. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And San Antonio shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. 1:41 left to play in the first. Johnson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Poked loose. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Birch. McLaughlin, the pass to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. Spurs trailed by 6. Here's McDermott. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to McLaughlin. .55 seconds left in the first. 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's San Antonio. Here's Champagnie. The pass to Roby. Champagnie passes to Birch. And they'll get another chance. They shoot again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by McDermott. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Minnesota making a switch here. He hits the 2nd from the line. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Minnesota on top, up by 5. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Here's Jones. On the court for Minnesota. Anderson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Conley. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Birch. Top of the key. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
San Antonio shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
At the line for 1.
And that one misses. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. But they haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, "I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there." And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Reed gets the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Conley against Jones. To the paint. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Bates Diop. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Now here's Anderson. For 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Back to Conley. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Conley's got 6 points.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
For your Spurs High Squad dance team, come on!
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They get it back. Here's Birch. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
At the line for your Spurs, Cam Birch. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Leading by 5.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Jones against Conley. Here's the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. Conley against Jones. Now Conley. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. 4 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
To the right side. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Conley. Left side, Towns. And Jones pulls it down.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Minnesota leading by 5. Anderson outside. Dishes it to McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Down low. Here's Anderson. He gets that one.
Kyle Anderson.
Anderson's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
There's the pass to McDermott. Buries the long-range jumper. McDermott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Anderson outside. Back to Conley. Outside, Towns. Pass to Anderson. Out to Conley. It's stolen by Jones. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Anderson outside. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
San Antonio making a switch here. Collins is checked in. The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
McDaniels defending, and that one drops for him. He's got 9.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Reed with it, working on Collins. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against Brooklyn. To the middle, here's Jones. That shot off. Good work defensively by Conley. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's McDaniels. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Knocked loose. Pass to Jones. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And the pass to Conley. Here's Reed. Kicks to Anderson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Collins. Here's Bates Diop. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Over in the corner, Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Jones, the pass debates Diop. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Anderson. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Conley kicks to Anderson. At the top of the key, Reed. Sweet little floater. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Bates Diop gets it to go.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Anderson. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniels. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Now here's Conley. The 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Johnson. Spurs working the ball around now. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, it's Karl Anthony Towns is a big man who can run in transition. He is unafraid to get out and finish on the break.
Here's Roby, defended by Towns. Back to Johnson from downtown. The shot comes out. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Passes it to Champagnie. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Conley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Mike has specialized over the years in being able to get defenders committed. Nicely done.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
First one falls for him. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Here's Johnson. Collins trying to break free. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 points.
What focus. Johnson taking the bump, still getting the hoop.
Pass to Gobert. Conley feeling it out. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Towns. Here's Gobert. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Roby, defended by Towns. From past the arc. Passing no good. Timberwolves leading by 19. Here's Conley, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley so tough on the interior.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Johnson against Conley. Johnson, the pass to Bassie. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Karl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Keldon Johnson. Collins is out there with Jones. And it's Bates Diop in at the power forward position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Stolen by Conley. Gobert down low. He's guarded by Collins. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Tries yet again. And the basket is good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Johnson outside. That's tipped. It's good with time running down in the shot clock. 11 points in the game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
McDaniels finds Conley. Now Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards, that's good.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Jones the pass to Collins. Outside, Jones. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Second personal foul. First.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Edwards defending. Here's Jones. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Edwards can't hit. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Bates Diop, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bates Diop's got 8 points.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Conley with it. He's got 19. Back to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Right side, Conley. Second shot opportunity. Towns trying to get open, and it's finished off inside by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Poked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Minnesota.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Jones against Conley. The kick out to Towns. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Taking the gloves off. You like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Now the pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert. Here's Edwards. Softly drops in the floater. 9 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside, does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Conley for three. Rebound, San Antonio. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game, and that will be the middle game of this three-game homestand. There's the dish to Jones. He kicks it to Johnson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Edwards looking it over. Deflects the pass. Here we go, one-on-one. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Johnson. The three-pointer is right on target. Conley's got 22 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off, his second from distance this half, 5 overall.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And he knocks down the first one. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Good on both. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They have a 19-point lead. Outside Conley. Now here's McDaniels. Covered by Johnson.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Covered by Conley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Third team foul.
The Spurs have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
Right on. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Timberwolves leading by 17. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Kicks it to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Passes it to Collins. Here's Bates Diop, defended by Towns. Johnson outside. Collins kicks to Johnson. Pass to Jones. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Minnesota calls timeout.
It's T-shirt time, fans. Put your hands in the air and make some noise.
A different look now for San Antonio. Ken Birch is checked in for Collins. Roby comes in for Keita Bates-Diop. And it's Doug McDermott in for Johnson. Minnesota also with the sub. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Towns. Conley finds Anderson. Here's McDaniels. Shoots over McDermott. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Roby. Misses the three. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. And there's the call on Jones. That's his third foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Conley against Jones. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 4. The 10-footer. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. Here's Jones. 7 points in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
McDermott passes to Birch. Outside, Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves leading by 22. The pass to McDaniels. Passes to Edwards. Plenty of space. Kept alive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Collins.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gobert. A different look now for San Antonio. Kem Birch comes in for Collins. And it's Doug McDermott in for Jones. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. He doesn't get the second one. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now, here's McDaniels. Tight defense on him. Pass to McLaughlin. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The pass to Champagnie.
2 minutes remaining in the
Shoots
third.
over McDaniel. And that one's good. Champagnie. Champagnie's got his second bucket of the night. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's McLaughlin. There's the triple. Roby with the rebound. Roby's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tries from the block. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Rudy Gobert.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I think I like the skill set of Doug McDermott. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he's got tremendous range.
The Spurs have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. First free throw is good. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. McDermott finds Johnson. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Here's Roby. Johnson outside. Spurs passing it around. Passes it to Champagnie. Here's Birch. Drops in the layup for 2. Birch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. He kicks it to Edwards. Stolen. And even 3-on-3 break. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Count that one. McDermott's got 9.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Minnesota, Towns is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. And there's the pass to Birch. Shot from 12. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Towns. Here's McLaughlin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Count that one. Birch has got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Kicks to Anderson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Back to Jones. Here's Roby. Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. And the Spurs scoring again. Timberwolves leading by 12. Over to the left wing. To the inside. Anderson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Out to the right wing. Here's Roby. Makes it off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to McLaughlin. Over Jones. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. McLaughlin's got 4 points in the quarter. Spurs trailed by 14. Back to Jones. Good D by Anderson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the paint, here's McLaughlin. Can't connect from short range. For San Antonio, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Jones looking for an opening. The pass to Roby from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin. Passes to Alexander Walker. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Edwards, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
Spurs trailed by 14. Pass to Birch. Here's Bassey. Unloads from 13. San Antonio again missing. Timberwolves leading by 14. Outside Edwards. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Naz Reid. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And he sinks the second. Spurs trailed by 15. Pass to Roby. San Antonio again missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Towns, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
They need this one. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And that one's good by Roby.
Be ready to rise and fire on the catch. Isaiah Roby does just that.
Edwards passes to McLaughlin. Let's go. And the jumper falls for him. McLaughlin's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And the pass to Bassie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed with the rebound.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
And the first one drops.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force, but it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Jordan McLaughlin. That one is no good. Spurs trailed by 18. Bates Diop, the pass to Jones. Knocks it loose. Here's Johnson. Tries again. Gobert with the block. Edwards with it. Jones covering. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Johnson outside. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Towns. San Antonio with the rebound. Bates Diop's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Collins. And here's Johnson outside. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Mike Conley understands how to draw contact and still try to get a shot opportunity. He'll go to the line for the end one.
Shooting one.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Bates-Diop. Pass to McDermott. He kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. Goes up again. The shot by Collins, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
McDaniels with the ball. McDermott on him. Out to Conley. Now the pass to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Passes it to Bates-Diop. McDermott with it. McDaniels defending. McDermott down low. Working on McDaniels. Edwards dishes to Conley. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Jones. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation of the Players Association that this is something of value.
San Antonio calls timeout. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Jones, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Back to Edwards. Towns up top. Over McDermott. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 19 points.
One thing you have to respect is how efficient and consistent Cat is on the interior. This guy understands where his advantages lie.
McDermott can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 23. Conley kicks to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Edwards against Johnson. Outside Conley. It's stolen by Jones. And here they come. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the layup. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Now here's McDaniels. He's defended by McDermott. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. The three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Keldon Villa, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. And here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Jones against Conley. Outside Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
McDermott passes to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, thanks a lot, Karl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you be?
I mean, it's awesome, to get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight, and that's when we were at our best, that's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.